Country music superstar Keith Urban is back on the road with his Speed of Now World Tour. I had the chance to catch up with him ahead of his stop at Van Andel Arena next week. He talked about being back on tour and his special connection to his Michigan fan base.
You're back on tour. I mean, I know that you've had some smaller shows over the last couple of years, but this is your first really huge tour in what, 4 years?
Yeah. End of 18. We went into 2019, and that was the last big tour that we did. Of course, we did a lot of Vegas dates at the end of 19 and beginning of 20, which we expected to do more of into 2020, but it didn't materialize. So we've been anxiously waiting to get back out on the road again.
Yeah. How's it feel? How's it feel being out there?
Euphoric. It feels euphoric, and the energy from the audience is through the roof. And I don't think that's just a post-pandemic kind of renewed love for being in a concert and being out and being amongst other people. I think it's just part of the new music we've been making and part of what this tour's energy is bringing as well. It's incredible.
That must be incredible to know that you're making this new music that people are really responding to right away.
Oh, incredible. Actually, we have a song called Brown Eyes Baby, which is a new single. We played it on opening night of this tour, which was in Tampa, Florida, back in June, 2 weeks before we put the song out. And I looked down the front and saw people trying to sing along with a song that they hadn't even heard before. So I took that as a really good sign.
That seems like a really good sign. I mean, your show is really long, though, 2.5 hours, and you play all the hits.
Oh, we can't get them all in, unfortunately, which is a good problem. But we have this, in the middle of this show, we have this big digital massive wheel that comes up on the screen, and it's like a big Price is Right kind of wheel, and it has all these song titles on it. And I pull this huge poker machine handle, and the thing goes around, and whatever it lands on, we play that song every night. So it gives us a chance to do something always off the cuff, and potentially a song we haven't played on the tour yet.
Oh, that's great. That's a great idea, because I would imagine it would be hard then, I guess, to narrow down the set list.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm trying to make an experience for everybody, that is made up of the right kinds of songs, the right kinds of energy, the right kinds of sing-alongs, and, dynamics and everything. So far, it feels like it's doing exactly what it's meant to do.
I know that you have a lot of fans who have been so loyal over the years. Do you find that you're also getting new fans too, sort of the younger? I know I have 2 daughters who love country music, and it's sort of this new generation of fans.
Definitely. So much so that I started asking at the top of almost every concert who's never seen us before. And in some cases, a third of the room has put their hands up. Sometimes even a quarter of the room has put their hands up. A quarter or a third or whatever, just a bunch of people have put their hands up. And I'm always amazed at how many new people are there. I think things like the duet we did with Pink recently, and again, songs of the new album, songs like Blue Ain't Your Color, have brought out this whole new group of people that have never seen us play before. It's amazing. Well,
you're coming back to Grand Rapids. You'll be here at Van Andel Arena next week. Are you always sort of surprised when you go to different parts of the country? It doesn't seem like Michigan would have a huge country fan base, but it certainly does.
I've been playing Michigan for a long, long time. So it's always been, for some reason, I think it's just a certain kind of people in that part of the world that really connects with what I do. I come from real working class roots and family in Australia, and there's a kindred spirit I found every time we played Michigan that has stayed strong right from the beginning. So I'm looking forward to coming back.
Good. Well, we are certainly looking forward to having you here. Keith, nice to talk to you again.
You too. Thanks again.